Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we said, multiple promotions being represented here tonight, and I have the pleasure of now being here at the commentary table with some broadcast colleagues of mine, Kingpin Kenny and Dr. The Wife.
Hello, hello, and I'm happy to be here with you.
Same here. I can't believe that we're all here. Indie Showcase 4 here in Pasadena, Texas. You just witnessed a hell of an opening match between King Carter and Chris Carter. And I got to say, we're about to follow up with even more electric pro wrestling action.
Oh, like you said, this is a great match to start off with. It's going to be hard to follow, but I know that we have many capable competitors here tonight that are trying to do so.
And this contest is scheduled for one fall. One fall! And it is for the United210 Heritage Championship.
All right. Is a fender out of a motorcycle.
Oh, wow. Needless to say, King Rob Love going up against arguably the hottest superstar in San Antonio, Texas.
Right.
There's
half
his music. One
of
half.
the Flocking Brawlers.
And the current
United210 Heritage Champion. Yes.
You know your stuff.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Casey Blackrose, the babyface backbreaker, making his entrance here at New Texas Pro Wrestling.
You know, I've actually got a question to ask you, Dr. The Wife. I mean, I actually saw Casey Blackrose successfully defend his Heritage Championship this past Friday. This is his third match in 72 hours. I got to ask, as a champion, do you think he's mentally and physically prepared to go up against the King Rob Love, who is very well rested and hungry and gunning for that championship?
Hold on. Things that we don't seem to understand about Casey Blackrose, this man is a workhorse. He has gone all weekend up to this point defending that title, making sure everybody knows that he is a force to be reckoned with. But King Rob Love himself has also been to war this weekend. If we haven't seen it on the United Socials, this man got his face opened up, and Casey took revenge on him because King Rob Love was saying a few things on the socials and opened it back up on Saturday.
Oh, wow, so there's a little bit of bad blood between these two then.
That's not a little bit, it was a lot.
Needless to say, now that the title is on the line, you can already imagine the type of intensity these two men are about to bring to each other in the middle of this ring.
That's right. They have a lot in common. As part of the Texas Kingdom, King Rob Love is the Hybrid School of Wrestling Tag Team Champion with Stud, and that is a title that Casey himself has held too with his partner in the Flocking Brawl with Brandon Weiss from the No King.
And so, Trent, I got to ask you, I mean, you see here, it seems a little bit like the cards are stacked against Casey Blackrose. As you see, the enforcer, Stud Stash, He's on the outside.
You got to believe that Stud Stash isn't out here just to be a cheerleader. When you have someone on the outside as well as your opponent in the ring, you have to have eyes in the back of your head. And if Casey's going to retain that championship, there you see Stud grabbing that belt right there prematurely, if I may.
Well, you know, the United210 is a promotion that Stud holds very close to his heart. And given that he is Rob Love's enforcer, he's going to do everything he can to support his partner.
I already don't like how things are playing out. I only wish Casey Blackrose the best here. But alas, both men finally locking up in the center of the ring. And what would be the keys to success for Casey Blackrose to put Rob Love down?
I don't think it's Casey you have to worry about, because Casey can jump in from anywhere with a backbreaker. So you really have to have eyes in the back of your head. So the key to success for Rob Love will be to make sure he keeps an eye on Casey at all times.
Oh! Already Casey delivering a huge chop. And that sends King Rob Love to the outside. It's a trend, man. You already have the young, up-and-coming superstar in Casey Blackrose going up against King Rob Love. I mean, both of these men very well traveled, very well, they have good expertise and everything else. Obviously, we know what Casey Blackrose has to, do to put Rob Love away. But what do you think it's going to take for Rob Love to put Casey down and potentially become the new Heritage Champion?
Well, I think the key thing that you mentioned earlier, Kenny, was that this is the third match within 72 hours that Casey Blackrose has. I think King Rob Love has to take the fight to Casey, and really there can't be a whole lot of endurance left in Casey. I mean, to experience matchups in that short span, I mean, it takes a whole lot to go within the ring, as you see Casey right there with a brutal backbreaker that he can really pull out of nowhere, as we've seen in some of his matchups. But that's definitely going to help right there when you have a man that size and a man that powerful in your corner.
And the referee, none the wiser. Oh my goodness!
Backbreaker for his efforts. Ref never saw it as he was tending to King in the corner.
Drop kick right into Rob Love, sending him outside the ring.
Casey Blackrose fired up here at the Indie Showcase. What's he going to do? Off the ropes, splashing, taking on Stud Stash.
And see, that's something right there Stud can do. Stud took a bullet for King so that King could get the advantage right there on the outside. Casey Blackrose is on a 2-on-1 matchup here tonight.
I agree, and unfortunately, he has not brought his partner, Brandon Weiss, to watch his back. He's going to have to make do with what he has, which is just be reliant on himself. People want to treat him like the underdog, but this man can take some pain.
He can take some pain, but I hope it's not going to be too much.
There can't, like I said, there can't be a whole lot left in the tank, and King knows that.
Exactly.
And that's something that he's going to have to find the stamina for. Knowing that he is the Heritage Champion, you're going to have to make sure you push through. Casey knows how to dig deep. He's been found himself in predicaments much worse. He's going to have to see whether he can live up to his name, given that the enforcer's on the outside, and Stud Stash and his partner are on the inside there.
Uh-oh. Casey trying to get, it's a little bit of separation, but eats a knee by King Rob Love. And that's the strategy that the King exudes here, as it looks like he's going for a cover, hooks the leg, and only a kick out at one.
Given that these guys have a lot in common, especially since they have a belt between them in common, King Rob Love, he's going to show Casey really who's boss in this ring, considering he is the king, of course.
Well, we saw on social media Casey post a video message to Rob Lowe saying tonight we were going to find out who the real king is at the end of this matchup. And right now, Casey doing a real good job with the momentum, doing so, chopping him down like a tree.
But he needs to stay on him. He can't have that time to showboat, because that will happen as he just gets flattened by the King.
King looking to take his head off.
And now King Rob Love going for the cover.
Not
but a kick out at two.
This is a war. This weekend has been an all-out war between these two gentlemen right here. The only difference is it's a 2-on-1 fight, because he's got to keep an eye on Stud Stash as well, but I don't think it's going to be a problem for Casey. He just has to pull through.
That's smart right there by Rob, just wearing the champion out on the bottom rope, and there.
Stud Stash again, using the ropes to his advantage.
You know that's got to be part of the game plan going into this matchup, just as many opportunities as there can be to distract the referee so that they can utilize that 2-on-1 advantage here so that the title can come home with King Rob Lowe.
Now, what is the King going to do here to Casey?
Ooh. Tenderizing Casey Blackrose on the top rope.
You're very familiar with these two. Oh my goodness, Casey coming off the middle rope.
I think Casey's trying to open up an old wound of Rob Love's, considering he's been full of color this weekend.
But has the damage already been done to Casey Blackrose? You see both men still on the ground here. Who's going to get to a vertical base first?
It's
It is.
At this
Heritage
point,
Championship on the line.
who wants it more?
That's right.
This is the part of the matchup where you see champions are made digging down deep.
Absolutely right here. You see the nip up there by Casey Blackrose. But can he capitalize?
He's going to have to put a lot of force.
Oh, went for that sick kick.
Casey Blackrose is able to.
Oh my goodness.
Tell you, backbreakers from anywhere. You just have to be on the lookout.
And off the ropes with a huge senton, flattening the King. This could be it to retain the championship and kick out at 2.5.
That really makes you hang on to your seat tight. You can't blink because Casey Blackrose and King Rob Love, they're digging deep. It's sheer will at this point that they're still sticking with it.
Both men are definitely digging deep, trying to figure out what they must. Oh my goodness.
Oh, trading sidekicks there.
And now a code breaker by the champion. This could do it, ladies and gentlemen. Going for the cover. Casey to retain and kick out at 2.5 by the challenger.
That's the pedigree of Rob Love. He's a very experienced person, knows his way around the ring. He understands that he cannot let things go, especially his regalness, to somebody like Casey Blackrose.
Oh my goodness. With the cutter.
Just out of nowhere, caught him, and this could do it, ladies and gentlemen. King Rob Love hooks the leg. Can we have a new champion at all? Kick out at 2.5.
It goes to show right now that the King has been studying Casey Blackrose since his last fight. He's been working on making sure he strategizes against Casey tonight here at New Texas Pro.
Well, there is a lot of footage of Casey Blackrose. He's well-traveled across different states, even had stints in WWE and everything else. And what's this?
Casey.
Rob Love was
elbow to the face, able to find his way out of that predicament.
Went for that code breaker again, but
too many times in that well.
Rob Love went for a big old lariat. Casey with a huge sick kick, and that could do it to retain.
Wait a minute.
Stud got up on the apron, it distracted the referee, interrupted the count.
How is this fair? Dr. Wife, Trent, how on earth is this fair?
It's a 2-on-1 advantage for the King, and there you see as he crawls over to the championship, the referee doesn't even see it. Rob has the championship in his hand. Turn around, Casey.
Casey none the wiser, and oh my goodness! Rob Love colliding with Stud Stash. Casey looking to take advantage with a lumbar check, and this could be it to retain.
2, 3,
and he did it!
You want to think he's an underdog, but he knows exactly how to pull from nowhere and get that win and retain. United 210 champion.
Casey Blackrose, second successful title defense in 72 hours. Hard-fought battle between him and Rob Love. Dr. White, thank you for having me on. Trent, you as well. Where can we see the next United 210 show?
The next United 210 is Southside USA, July 5th at the Yard in San Antonio, Texas. And if you want to watch more matches between now and then, United210.com. Check out our socials as well. United210 SA on Instagram and United210 on Facebook.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, for right now, I'm Kingpin Kenny Cross. You'll hear from me later on tonight. Thank you again, Dr.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
And thank you, Trent. We'll see each other later on tonight.
See you guys later on this evening as we have more great action coming to you here inside Campbell Hall at Indie Showcase 4. As you see Casey Blackrose making his way around with some of the fans here in attendance at the Pasadena Convention Center inside Campbell Hall. And look, in hand, he has the King's Crown, as I said on social media. Casey said that tonight we were going to see who the real king is.